Hello, and welcome to Blueprints, where I realize I was not on my starting screen. I am a great streamer, doing amazing already. This is Blueprints. I actually was not ready to be live yet, because I need to still change my controls. Is there not interesting? Okay. So you can't change controls. A little disappointing. But that's okay. Yeah. Little disappointing, but oh well. I wonder if I could. If I can, then that's going to be a little broken. Dogobomb presents. In association with Raw Fury.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Trying something weird. Oh! Oh, I'm a genius. Okay. So I wasn't much paying attention to the game. I have I'm just gonna pop it up on stream. I have a Razer keyboard, okay? And yes, there's chat over on the right twice. Don't worry about that. I have a Razer keyboard that I just messed with these buttons a bunch. I now can technically play any game I want with automatically having ESDF already mapped out. I'm going to make this better because there's things like F that aren't actually Actually, I should. That's gonna be. Can I possibly? No. Okay. We will. Let me figure out how to get this to actually work properly before I start playing. Because as soon as I get this to work properly, I'm gonna be a genius. What am I doing this for? There's a much easier way to do this. Set to F. Yes, default save. Perfect. Okay. I should hopefully be good. Okay, I think my ESDF switched profile is now properly set up. I'm happy that I just remembered that I'm able to mess with my keyboard, because that allows me to be able to change controls for video games that don't have controls already able to be changed. I'm happy I did that. Really happy I did that. Okay. So, welcome to Blueprints. It's a game about building rooms for a mansion. Are these really okay? Yes. I've just realized that my A key apparently does the same thing as my D key. That's interesting. Yeah, I'll fix that later. I don't think... Oh, no, that explains... That's why... There's a much easier way for me to have done that. I'll fix that later. I don't care. Okay. Left click. Got it. So everything is left or right click. I found the blueprints. I may access the blueprints menu by pressing tab. There's no indication of how to be able to play this game, really. Okay, what would be the best spot for chat to go? Bottom right? Bottom right looks decent on stream. I'm gonna do that. Ah, it's smaller on stream. There we go. And toggle borders. Perfect. That looks good. Cool. And it looks good on my end as well, except for the call it a day button gets covered up. So I just need to keep that in mind. That's okay. Let's look at this. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. That's kind of a pretty name, Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have found memories of your many visits here. I have... Alright, we're keeping on the unable to speak English track here for, what, the third stream in a row, doing gloriously. You may not remember, but I have found memories of your... I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. Oh my lord. Okay. Unique New York. Unique New York. Alright. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all of the details of the bequest. So, I don't like the word bequest. I don't know why. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. Assure you. This doesn't make sense. I assure you. The eye looks like a mouse cursor. My mouse cursor's up here, not right here. I assure you, nothing could have been farther from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. Why not? Like, you gave me this estate. And now you're saying I'm not allowed to sleep in it. A little fishy. I don't suspect that any of these yeah, I said that correctly. Stipulations. I should have been more confident in that word. These two, Fond and which one was it? Lost. These two words, this one paragraph, has messed with my head enough to make me not be able to think I can pronounce stipulations correctly. Should prove an impediment. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you, quote, start fresh, end quote, each morning and not rely on the success of the previous day. Is it already amazing? Is it entertaining at least? One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you'll find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, quote, don't go anywhere the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead, end quote. With all my love and wishes, best of luck. Scribbly handwriting, I think it says Herbert of Declare. I'm gonna guess that's what it says, because I cannot read this scribbly of cursive. This looks like an H, an E, an R. This looks like a B, E that are like right next to each other. I think this is supposed to be an R and this is a T. So that looks like Herbert. There's a squiggly line here. I can't tell if this is just a really fancy frickin' F, or if it's just supposed to be an O, F. I don't know. It might be F. Oh, this is an S. Sinclair. Sinclair. Herbert F. Sinclair. How do I... There we go. Alright. There's a thing right here. What is this? Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 footstep. When you no longer have any footsteps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Am I able to go, like, say I enter this room and then walk back? Is that 1 footstep or is that 2 footsteps? Any secrets? Herbert, do you have secrets for me? I'm assuming that's Herbert. That's Herbert, and that's F. Sinclair. Alright. Bedroom. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2 footsteps. Hallway. Or a closet. Let's do bedroom, because the footsteps thing sounds nice. 49 plus 2, 51. Going back through is 50. But it is plus 2. Okay. I'm actually really glad that it's just plus 2, because that means that you can walk into this room and then back out and it doesn't cost any footsteps. So it's just a free traversal. It not being R to interact is really messing with my head. Or I guess E to interact would be the correct... Unless it is E to interact. Hold up. No. E does nothing. Well, you see, I would, but... If you go over to controls, there is no... Oh, I can increase the mouse sensitivity. That'll be good. Yeah, there's no way to change my keyboard thing. That doesn't affect the mouse. It's left click to interact, right click to de-interact, I guess would be the correct ish. Greetings from Reddington. Is this the town of Reddit? The birthplace of Reddit? Down. There's nothing down there. Nook, plus 1 key. Storeroom, plus 1 key, plus 1 gem, plus 1 gold. Let's see that one. There's the plus 1 gold. There's the gem. And there's the key. Cool. Back up to 51. I can use the key on this trunk. 4 gold and a pair of dice. Ivory dice. While drafting, you may use dice with a scarab, horns. Is that the horns? And that looks like a hut. Scarab horn hut dice to re-roll blueprints. That can't be opened. Okay. What in the world? Hold up. My sister just texted the family group chat something random. That sucks for my sister. She's tried getting out of doing something and proceeded to have it happen anyway. Parlor has a puzzle piece. I don't know what puzzle pieces do. I don't know what spare room does. I think hallway, though, to be able to increase the total amount of rooms, because, like, this room, I have to go up and then left if I even get the correct stuff. I could have to go all the way up and then all the way down. Alright, I was wrong about chat placement, apparently. Please hold as I fix chat. Come on. No. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Pull it just above this. And down a little bit. And then over just a little bit right there. Okay. Toggle borders. And that looks a little bit better. Okay. They put together puzzles. Just based on the fact it's a puzzle piece. Doors in the west ring are more likely to be locked. North, east, south, west. Okay. So I think it's west of that room, so that direction are more likely to be locked. Whereas this side is less likely to be locked. Nook for another key. Guest bedroom plus 10 footsteps. We're not doing bad with footsteps right now. Gold or a key? I think gold will be better. There's an orange too. See? This was better. I got 5 footsteps from it. Already. Is there any other... Can I climb this? No. What is this? Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread should be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. That's an even spread, I guess? The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. I stole the shopping money. Den for a gem. Parlor, we can figure out what the key or the puzzle piece does. Let's do that. Oh, it's a puzzle. I see. I know what this is. Anything else in this room? Wind up key. Dear Herbert, I was right with Herbert. It was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams? The Olds this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. Okay, I need to do a more posh voice for this, apparently. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I have mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back, involving 3 boxes of different colors. You have pressed me to write the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all of the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowery? Howery? Iori? L. A.W. Lowry? I don't know. There will always be at least one box which displays one true statement. Oh, only true statements. Jeez, already doing bad with reading. Continuing to do bad. Rephrase it. Continue. Verbiage isn't working. There will always be at least one box that displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other two are always empty. So one box tells the truth, one box tells a lie, and the other, good luck. The box that claims to be black has the gems. So this is its own thing. This box is the blue box. This box is the black box. Is it the black box? Claims to be the black box. This box. Haha! Just a couple of gems from it. Gem requirement. Got it. Den plus 1. Let me... Okay. That would allow me to get back to the hallway. Food for sale. That doesn't block necessarily. Let's do that. Cost, gem, type, shop. Oh, no. Okay. Left click. Thank you. Mount Holly kitchen menu. 2 banana, 8 for a club sandwich, chef salad for 5. Main course is the glazed salmon. The main course is only served only in the dining room. How many green rooms do I have? Oh, that's not what I meant to hit. But it was the one that I would have gone with because of the fact that I don't have any green rooms. Anything else in here? No? It's a little disappointing. Oh well. Moving on. Den. Will make a dead end. Spare room is the only one that we can do to be able to continue forward, but it doesn't give me anything. Or laboratory. Let's redraw. Chapel, dead end. Corridor is always left unlocked. I only get one more redraw. Do those restock is the question. I'm gonna go with corridor. No, they do not restock. Okay. You're not helpful. Chapel. Whenever you enter the chapel, lose 1. Den is plus 1 gem. Let's do the den for the gem. I also think I might be getting sick or am sick or something, and so speaking's just even harder with a sore throat. If I'm not mistaken, something happens with this opening up as well, possibly. Drawing room. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. Lavatory or closet. Closet gives 2 items. This is... okay. Let's do the closet. A gem. sleeping mask. First time you enter each bedroom with the sleep mask, gain 5 footsteps. Well, that is beneficial. That would dead end. Security wouldn't. Let's do that. This also does story. This guy looks kind of young. So there's a vault. It's really hard to see some of these pictures until it's like fully there, and then they're only there for like a second. Does it show you exactly where I am? Oh, it does! But it doesn't show you the direction. Okay. That's cool. Being able to see it flash to a new spot. It stopped doing it. There we go. Yes, there's a vault there. That might be the inside of the vault. What is this? Oh. Oh, that would be... Unsettle it. Blue memos is true, red memos lies. Unless written by hand. I think that's what the thing right here says. In which case, if it's written by hand... Wait a minute. The East thing said... Or I think that was red, and I don't believe it was written by hand. So I think that was a lie. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. Please press enter. Literally had to press enter. Login to network, keycard system... View estate inventory. Nothing. Cool. Okay, sure. So there's nothing else in this room then of interest. This is boarded up. Left click for the button. Passageway could be beneficial. Actually, it's the only thing to be able to continue going. Let's go left first. West Wing Hall. Or drawing room. Let's do drawing room. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items in rooms that allow you to redraw, like the dice that we got earlier. This is just a free dice system, more or less. Is there anything like gold or anything? This music is kind of annoying. So I might try to find some sort of copyright-free music. Nursery. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5. Guest bedroom plus 10 or spare room. Spare room because it's the only way to continue going through this hall, and I want to fill it out if I can. Courtyard. Let's do West Wing Hall. Just to see if there's any more notes. Staff notice, June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Espin, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor pans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Not mourning as in daytime. Mourning as in dead person mourning. Weeping. Utility closet. Boudoir. 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 Is that how you? It's French, I'm pretty sure. I think it's boudoir. Bunk room counts as 2 bedrooms. Or breaker box. This is the end of the hall. None of them have any. Let's do this one. Breaker box. Turn on the garage. Oh, keycard entry system off. If I do that, then I think there's things I can go explore. Haha. I'm fairly sure you can explore the grounds outside as well. Let's continue this way. Spread diamonds in each green room? I don't have any diamonds. So if I want to continue exploring through this side, I have to use the chapel, in which case I'm going to lose a gold whenever I enter. Can I steal gold from the chapel? I'm not a Christian, so can I steal? Can I commit thievery? No? Let's do this way. Try to get one that connects to the right. Courtyard. Walk-in closet. No, these are both gem. Also both gem, but dining room. Dining room, because that's the only one I can do because I don't have gems. I think that only appears farther north. So I can go back down to continue that way, or I can continue north. Let's continue north. This is locked. Never mind. We aren't continuing north. We're continuing east. Guest bedroom plus 10. Workshop. Combine inventory items to create new items. I don't have inventory items. Or coins. costing gems. Let's do the workshop. A large battery pack provides juice to power battery-powered contraptions. Stones cut by hand and let hers rot. Do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is of 10 lost. A message read is of 10 lost. Among the bold words spoken soft, the note is read, the letter is not. 8. I don't know what this means. No, these do not combine. Disappointing. And that's locked. The true box does not always contain the prize. Yes. Indeed it does not. Okay. That is everything discovered. Because this door is locked, and this door is locked. We can enter security to see if there's anything hidden. Nope. None. I'm not reading these. Determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. Too low. This mode determines the default setting the security doors will be set to if power is lost during a blackout. For example, as a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working. Confirm. Then we can go up to high. Yeah, let's just do that. Log into network. Ah! In other words, if I ever need to type, I don't have... That's A, that's S, that's D. I don't have F right now. No, I don't have H. I don't have H right now because of how I set up my keyboard. Okay, we're gonna have to go flick the switch off and on again, and then we can go explore outside, see if there's any high security doors. On, off. Boudoir. Boudoir. I don't know. Am I able to enter here without coins? Yes. And that's locked as well. Of course it is. Alright. We can check outside for anything we can see. There's these. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, it is a redundant security measure. Normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. Okay. it's locked, and you need levers for entry. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security. 2, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. And questions or concerns regarding the process should be directed, as always, to her house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password starts with an S. Is that SN? Nether, you're good at making things legible. Make it legible. That's the answer, is it? That gate's open. That gate is not open. Okay. I just thought the high security doors things. No, let's not do that just because of footsteps, because I'm pretty sure you still use footsteps out here. Doesn't look like anything's in there. Okay, so that's the bottom area explored, where there's nothing. And then up here, it did use a footstep. Okay, this side is locked. I don't know if I just can't ever get in there or if it's just locked for now. I can sleep in the tent, I believe. Yeah. I believe this is like the canon spot of like where I sleep. This is closed. And this is padlock. I'm gonna jailbreak it. Possibly. I'm not gonna jailbreak it. I don't want to do that. That's too much effort. It's probably just as much effort to go find the actual code. Let's actually, before we end the day, go back into security and make the frequency of the doors lower. Or do I? No, let's make it, let's leave it as it is for now, because I think I might have the breaker room might keep its switches the same. So the doors might be offline permanently. Due to the rules set forth in your great uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time from the blueprint map. from the blueprint menu tab to return to the campsite for the night. Okay, but that's not actually ending the day. Ending is there. A little bit of a yawn there, I apologize. Total rooms 20, rank reached 5, steps taken 51, items found 3. Save and continue. However, I will be right back, as I have to go to the bathroom. And I'm back. I have also updated my keyboard settings so that I, once again, have F. I probably should have put on jewelry like bracelets before actually hitting resume. But, here we go. This is going to be the same thing, I think. Yep. Okay. Let's do right first. Let's do hallway. Do I still have... No. Okay. Yes, this would be a lie. So is it the east wing are more likely, or is it the west wing are less likely? Let's just go to the left. Breaker box. Let's do breaker box. Just to see if this stays. It does not. Okay. Storeroom or guest bedroom. Let's do storeroom. Gold, key, gem. And let's go this way. Den. Get a gem from it. Parlor. Let's do parlor. That will have these. The gems are in the true box. There's only one box in this room. That's a lie. There are 4 boxes in this room. That means that this has to be true. Yep. Perfect. Let's do Nook. Because of the key. It's a cozy little room. We also got a spyglass. Or magnifying glass. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will provide to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Is that telling me to write shit down? Because if that's telling me to write shit down, that's too much ever. Antechamber appears to be sealed by all 4 sides. Must be a way to open. Sinclair has many something secrets that something will take to his grave. Oh. Sinclair has many something secrets that he will take to his grave. Billiard puzzle notes. Blue is addition, yellow subtraction, pink multiplication, purple division. Order of operations. Out to in. Okay. Passageway could be useful. Let's do passageway. This is open. We have one more this way. Let's look. Observatory. 1 star for each time you've drafted. Let's do that. What does the stars do? That turning. I need to lift this back up. This does turn it. Okay. 1 star. Gain +1 gold. Cool. The Fixed Stars. The Stargazer's Companion to Constellations by Richard Witt. Fen Aries, Bird and Sons Publishing. Preface. This book contains the complete star base, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations and impress your friends and discover the joy of stargazing. North Star, +1 gold. The Twins. 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. The Slice, +3 steps. Diamonds Minor, +1 gem. The Southern Cross, rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Farmer's Apple, apples are extra delicious today. Clawis, as the proper pronunciation, or Clavis. The Key, +1 key. Literally, Clawis is a key. Is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, cool. Diamonds Major, +5 gems. That's for 11, though. So no 9 and 10. Draxus the Dead. Dead end rooms are more common today. The Sale. Everything is 50% off. Florealis. Bloom of the Sky. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers. Interesting. Don't know what any of it means, but interesting. So that went north. Got it. Closet for 2 items. Yeah, let's do the closet for 2 items. Oh. Sledgehammer. Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Can that shatter the padlock outside, I wonder? Kitchen, lavatory, or corridor. Probably kitchen. Let's do kitchen. We can see banana plus 3, club sandwich plus 15, tomato soup plus 5 for every red room. Chapel I really don't want to do. Pantry's going to go dead end. I need to do chapel to be able to continue moving. Yeah, continue moving at all. Is there coins? No. Ugh, how dare. Whenever you enter this room, gain plus 2. Let's do that one. Plus 2. It's the Reddington thing again. Car keys. No trunk there today. Dining room or pantry? Let's do pantry because of the 4 gold. And an apple. Perfect. Security. Let's do security. I think these are all the same. But this time I have the magnifying glass. Swan song. One trunk is left. Really? Key card. Offline mode locked. Change offline mode. Unlocked. Set security. Do high. Just because that guarantees that there will be a good amount of unlocked doors. Let's see, Swan Song, so SWANSONG. I'm proud of myself for being able to write that with my mixed up letters. Connecting to network. Staff services, remote terminal access, electronic mail, data transfers, glossary of terms. I see, okay. So this is rooms that I've seen, more or less. Okay. Staff services. Special orders. Specific brand of gum or your favorite fruit. The commissary is now taking special orders for all members of the staff. Special orders can take 1 to 3 days. Brass compass, magnifying glass, metal detector, running shoes, shovel, sleeping mask, sledgehammer. I want to see what the brass compass does. Approve order. Remote terminal access. View active terminals. No other terminals are currently active. Okay. Electronic mail. Permissions of this terminal do not allow for access to the electronic mail. That's the office. Data transfers from Syncra are currently available. Well, fine then. Be that way. Let's go this way first. Let's do Boudoir. See what it entails. Oh. Why, hello. There's a code there. And I just realized I didn't look in this room for trunks. Door's locked. Let's go back this way first. Because it said that there was a trunk. Not unlocked. Okay, I don't see a trunk anywhere. Both are locked. Okay, let's unlock this one. Furnace, you are more likely to draw red rooms while drafting. It's just a straight dead end, though. Commissary, items for sale, or laundry room is a dead end. Launder currency. Let's do... Never mind, then. We'll look in here, just in case there's something. No, I don't see anything. Disappointing. Use the second key on this. Well, I don't have gems. Aquarium. That's every color. Oh my lord. Because of me not having gems, I have to take this. That's locked. Great. August 22nd, 1985. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book Swimbird had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair. Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. In '86, January 27th, Swimbird author never considered herself success. By Gail Hermes, Herald staff writer, she confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. So as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there." Marigold has elaborated in previous... Let me see if I can... no, that probably won't shift that. So let's... we'll just do this momentarily. Okay. Marigold elaborated her previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and in his flexible love of the color red. This is a statement that has been held with much skepticism by many pundits that viewed the book as rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Opening back up chat. Borders. Okay. You won't be able to see them anymore. They're still there. It's just you have to wait for someone to say something again. Let's look in these. Nothing in there. Nothing I see in there. There is a second. Okay. Author detained by Red Guard questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of the 3 dozen names that appeared in a leaked dossier named them person of interest. In the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday, although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed that by authorities to be the work of insurgent group RLCF, who also calls themselves the Children of Blackwater. Sorry, I had to take a drink of water. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. November 17th, Marigold Drops publisher, local author, and popular personality Marianne Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of a fellow author and colleague, Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the 3rd prominent writer to distance them from publisher this week. Manning and White at a press function is the picture there. As seen at the corner, suspicious bag under TH waved down a local man. This is the 3rd major last year. Major? I think it's major. It is anticipated charged by the Crown. Manning was the last. The trial begins on T, expected to last up to with grand treason. There was not much information in this one. I wasn't able to read it that well. No traces discovered of Cinca Heiress, but Heiress. But search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose financial stories are written under the pen name Marianne Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home. The carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. My throat's getting sore from talking so much. This is the last page. Okay, never mind. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Ares have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles. At least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds, dredging for clues. The museum authorities said that they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Aries, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. Hey, this door should be open. Yeah. Oh, God. What was it? Maid's chamber. Great. 10. Gonna go for the confidential. Great. Oh my lord. Okay. This is upsetting me. And that's locked, of course. There's a trunk somewhere in the house, but not like it matters because I'm down to freaking 11. No gems, so I have to go with the archive floor plan. Spare room. Glorious. And that's locked. Great. Okay. Well, I don't have a key either. So, in that case, this is a dead end, this is a dead end, this is a dead end. I think this was also a dead end. And there's no other areas. So, how many rooms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm not going to be able to make it back. I have 5. Kitchen is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for the kitchen. Where I might be able to get some type of food, possibly. So let's go to the kitchen. Get the food. And, okay. What the hell, game? I feel like this is unfair. This is pantry. 1, 2, 3. Stealing my gold, damn church. Kitchen. That's the most straightforward I've ever had anyone try to sell me their art. Damn, if I had one more coin, then I'd be able to get an absolute shit ton of steps. I have to just take a banana, though. Or 2. Alright, done. Oh, hey, look! I found the lockbox. What's inside? A key card and a gem. That won't be useful. But since I have the hammer, I'm going to see if I can't go smash the padlock over here. And then end the day, where due to the reading I will probably also end stream because my voice hurts. No. Okay. Well, I don't want to try to lockpick it, or pick it open, I mean. So, call it a day. Call it. $23 total rooms. Reached rank 7. Took 45 steps, found 4 items, and found 7 new rooms. I am going to save and quit. So, thank you for watching. People on Twitch, do the Twitch stuff. Follow, like, whatever it is you do. Subscribe, I don't know. People on YouTube, leave a like, subscribe. Comment with ideas, I guess, as well. Thank you, lovely people, for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.